We just wanted to make a different environment for folks to learn how to work and encourage them to be really good going forward. That's what I want people to remember, that we made a difference in the community. I'm Johnny Blevins. I'm the founder of Splash Kingdom Waterparks and Philippians 2-3 Consulting, P23. I was a teacher and a coach for about 3 years, tennis coach, basketball coach, and I could just see I didn't want to do that forever. I've always had kind of an entrepreneurial spirit and just wanted to do some things, different things. Had an opportunity to help develop a bottled water brand when that was kind of just starting off, and then had an opportunity to help start Sobe Beverages back in the 90s, early 90s. And I had the opportunity with some of the Sobe guys, there were 2 other guys, who started another beverage company. It did not work. It was called Mercury, but we did, at the same time we were doing Mercury, we started a brand called Blue Buffalo Dog Food. And so I was traveling so much, starting up distributorships and all those kind of things. And as we were doing that, I would get a hotel with a water park or a water amenity so my wife, Marcy, and Brett could have a place to play after they finished school and things like that, and I was out doing my thing. We started talking and praying about what should we be doing back in East Texas for families here. And the water park kept kind of coming up, and Marcy and I just said, hey, let's keep praying about it and see what happens. And so we finally said, why don't we do a water park? I was really praying for doors to close and just like, okay, this is a big deal. I've never done that, never even worked at a water park, but the doors kept opening. And so in 2005, we got the property in Canton that we're sitting on right now and started our first water park called Splash Kingdom Waterpark. We see this property and it's just an overgrown mess with an old house back in the back corner, and I just go, yep, I think we can do something cool here. I definitely had a vision of what I thought I wanted and what we were going to do, and as I've never done one before, and we were thinking about what we wanted to do. I had ideas, people thought that was really crazy, but I've always just been the type of guy that's like, okay, let me just figure this out. Let's go here until there's just no other way to go. And so we just continue to push through that. And our goal, our desire in this whole thing was to have a facility that we could give back to the community, where families could have a chance to come together and play together. I mean, just having a place. We had thought about some other things, whether it's going to be almost a Top Golf type thing. I thought about that a long time ago before Top Golf was a thing. It's like, okay, how do we get people together, having fun, talking, eating, those kind of things. We had some other ideas, but the water park just kind of made sense. We had all the different elements of the food and beverage and just the outside and the activity, and I'm a very sports-minded person, and so just the swimming and the being outside and stuff like that with family is really, I think, where the water park became the vehicle to get us kind of what we wanted to do, and that was to make a difference for those families, and really to teach our local students and young employees what it meant to really do well in a job, not just have a job, but to learn something so they can be better going forward. What's the biggest challenge? Man, I couldn't tell you. We built this park, phase 1, in a little under a year. You really want to open up Memorial Day weekend or slightly before, because your summer is just a limited time frame. And I think we opened June 26th. So we lost almost the first month of our first season, because there was, from opening a little late initially in the first season because of construction timelines and maybe getting some of our supplies from some of the suppliers, to the very first full season, which would have been 2007, it seemed like it rained every day. And so we were dealing with wet weather and all those kind of things. And then really figuring out how we wanted to do it, because neither one of us came from a water park background. We came from a student ministry background. We came from a business background. We came from a sports and athletic and a teaching background. My wife was a teacher for many years also. So we came from all those backgrounds, and it's really cool how I think God put those together to allow us to do what we're doing, but we still had to learn how we wanted to do it in a water park setting. And so those were challenges, just figuring out the business and figuring out how we wanted to do it while we still made a difference the way we wanted to. We had no intention of having multiple locations when we started Splash Kingdom. It was a, let's go to Canton, let's make a difference in East Texas. We're East Texas folks. We worked at grocery stores growing up, gas stations, those kind of things. And we just wanted to make a different environment for folks to learn how to work and encourage them to be really good going forward. That is the foundation of why we did this. It is what gives Marcy and me so much excitement and pride and all those kind of things in the opportunity to make that difference. And I've said this for 20 years now, most of our students will not retire from Splash Kingdom, but what we do want to do is make sure that they are better for whatever they're doing next, going back to school, going to college, getting their job, going to a trade school, whatever. Because they were here, I want them to be more confident. I want them to be better at whatever they're doing next.
I have personally worked with Johnny since my first summer at Splash Kingdom in Shreveport, summer of 2010. And I think I've stayed with him because he sees my value and he pushes me out of my comfort zone a little bit. There's a lot of growth that I've had that I've probably kicked and screamed a little bit about, but he sees that in me and he's helped me grow and become the leader that I am today.
Just Johnny as a leader, he's been really big about teaching me how to communicate with clients, how to navigate certain challenges that we have within our industry.
For me, that's probably my why, is helping to develop other kids the way that I was loved and developed, you know? This is a safe space in the sense of like, kids can come here with no skills. They don't know how to talk to people, and we're patient with them and we teach them and we, you know, build them up instead of cutting them down.
Several years ago, we got a call from the HR director at Bed Bath & Beyond. And they said, hey, is this Miss Blevins? And Marcy said, yeah, this is Marcy at Splash Kingdom. And the HR director said, hey, we've had a couple of your Splash Kingdom employees work at our store in Tyler when they're in school. And I'm just calling you to say, any Splash Kingdom employee that's going to school in Tyler, will you just send them to us? Because they are different. They're always on time, they're respectful, they know they stay busy. So whatever you're doing there, keep doing it, and please send us anybody who wants a job when they go to school in Tyler. They can have one at Bed Bath & Beyond. So that was like a big day for us when we got that call, and we've had several like that. But that's the difference we wanted to make. That interaction and that them hiring me to help them with that first one, that started kind of our P23 of helping folks that would just call and go, hey, how would you do this? Or where do you get this? Or, you know, any suggestions for this issue? We're not a consulting group that worked at a place sometime and then, okay, now I'm a consultant. I'm doing this with my own money every day also. I saw a field one day and took it from nothing to build it. And so there's a different kind of a mindset there that I can visit with new owners of those, walk that same path with them that we've done before. And so really, God just uses those experiences to help us help some other folks, and I just love that.
Johnny and the folks at P23 are consummate professionals, right? They really are big time industry leaders, especially here in Texas.
P23, Philippians 2:3, I think embodies everything that I want to make sure that our company stands for, is that we want to put other people first. We want to help them without just coming across and saying, hey, this is how we're doing it.
You know, they set the industry standard. And if you want to build a water park and you want to operate a water park and you need a consultant or you need help, you know, P23 is, you know, the organization to call and to go to. I can tell you we wouldn't be where we're at today without P23.
When we come into a meeting or we're working with the client, we're working with manufacturers, we're teaching something at a show or a guest speaker somewhere, I want our message to be positive because we have a positive reason to live. I mean, we're just an excited group of people. And then we're going to be consistent. So you're going to see us at a WWA show, you're going to see us at IAPA, you're going to see us at different meetings, and we're going to be consistent. It's not going to be a different, okay, well, they said this, but they're acting like this or whatever. We are who we are. Where we are now is, it really is unbelievable in my mind. We had a plan to do X, and what we're doing now is like exponential. It is a little bit overwhelming at times to think that, hey, we started here and this is what we're doing, but it's also, you grow with your team and you just kind of continue to go forward every day, and it's really amazing, but it's such a cool journey.